Today, I I feel like absolute garbage, man. I don't know what the hell is going on in my system right now, but that nonetheless, if y'all could leave a like right now in this video, it's finally another tier list, man. Disney Channel shows. We did Nickelodeon, we did Cartoon Network, we got one more, man. And y'all, and I gotta tell y'all this right now before I get into it. First of all, leave a like, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you guys want to see in the comment section down below. Follow the socials. But first, I didn't watch Disney Channel as much as Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, so there's a lot less shows on here. I watched Disney Channel from like 2007 to around 2013-ish. I think that's when I stopped. So there's going to be, if anything's after that, I haven't seen it. Anything before, I haven't seen it. And if there's anything that was just about to end when I started, I probably haven't seen it. So I just want to let y'all know that right now. Also, it's just my opinions. I have to say that because every tier list, somebody gets mad at something I did. So without further ado, guys, let's get straight into this. All right. So I don't know how many things we got. Also, I hopefully I remember all these names because I did get these images like 4 days ago. That's how bad I've been feeling recently. But okay, we got Ant Farm. But this show is just no good. I don't know how it stayed on for as long as it did. I hated that girl that had like photo memory, I think that's what it's called, or photocopy memory. I don't know why I cannot think of the name. Photographic memory, that's it. I hated that girl so much. That show was just no good. But Paisley, I remember that girl because I used to have the biggest crush on her. She was fine, and I think she still is fine, but hell, I don't know. Austin and Ally. This is the same situation where it's like, the show was high-key not good. The only person I liked was my man Dez. That's it. The rest of the show, I forgot so many of the plots. That's the thing. I haven't went back to these shows ever since I stopped watching them. The thing is, I'm going to when I watched them last, and honestly, like, if how well I remember a show also adds to the factor if it was good or not, because if I can't really remember it, then how is it good, man? Now we gotta show some respect to my man Cory in the house. I did like the show. It was never like something amazing, but you could always get a good episode of Cory in the house, man. Let's go. This is probably the worst one of if not the worst shows in Disney Channel history. Dog with a Blog. I remember this came out and I was just like, dude, I think around the time this was really like starting to become a regular show in Disney Channels, around the time I stopped, because I was like, I don't think it could hit any worse than this, and I was just like, I'm done. I can't be watching this. All right, next, Fish Hooks. I mean, it's fine. It was pretty mid, but like it wasn't offensively mid. Like these were offensively mid in a decent amount of episodes. This is mid, but it wasn't offensively mid. Like occasionally I could turn on an episode. You know, if the weed was strong. No drugs. Drugs are bad for you. Don't do your drugs. But it was okay sometimes. What I was trying to say. So this is called Girl Meets World. This is when this show came out. I remember that's when I stopped watching. I watched like 2 episodes of this when it came out. It was fine. It was okay. I just decided to include it because I knew a little bit of it, and I already didn't have that many shows to begin with. So the show was okay. I don't really remember much of it. I remember there was a show called Boy Meets World, and I think the main 2 characters are the mom and dad, or like the mom and dad of the main characters in Boy Meets World are now the parents in Girl Meets World. I think that's how it went, and I never saw either of them, and I don't really care, bro. All right, Good Luck Charlie. That show was just amazing, bro, because every single character in Good Luck Charlie. You know what? I'm gonna leave it at A right now. I might have to move it up one. Honestly, I'm really thinking about it because, dude, this show. Dude, it was overall great. There was PJ, and Bob Duncan is probably the greatest personality in Disney Channel history, and I'll stand by that. I will gladly stand by that. Gravity Falls is S. So I only watched the first like 2-ish seasons. I think it moved to like Disney XD, and that's when I kind of stopped watching it. But that show was good, and I mean it was good. Like I remember watching it, I was just like, I was surprised, man. That show was amazing. I gotta stop my cursing. I'm trying to lower it a little bit. You know, I still gotta do it from time to time, but as a whole, I gotta stop a little bit. But dude, this itself was a great show. I definitely recommend if you haven't seen it, man. I was not the biggest Hannah Montana guy because I think Hannah Montana basically aired all of elementary school, and that was a time where I was just like, I'm not really interested in this. Just for the sake of respect, I'll put it at B. But in all actuality, I didn't think the show was that great. I think there was a guy named Rico. That's the only character I really remember, because I didn't watch it that much. But I remember that Rico character. He was pretty cool. I liked it. Jessie's decent. It's above mid, but it's. I think it fits there. I think there's a good cast. I hate Sky Jackson now, but in the show she was okay. Bertram is the man. I love Bertram, man. I remember I used to only watch for him. I think I saw a TikTok with him somewhat recently, and it was something pretty funny. I remember I was like, "This is the man from Jessie," and I was like, "This." I respect the show now more because I feel like he's like such a great personality, you know. All right, so this is kicking it. This was on Disney XD, and this show was also pretty damn good. I remember watching it from time to time. I didn't watch a lot of it. I know Olivia Holt was in it because that was one of my many young. You can tell, like, as a youngin', I was into some of these older girls in all these shows, man. First with Victoria Justice, Olivia Holt, Paisley, like all these girls, man. Disney Channel, y'all knew what you were doing. Kim Possible. I'm doing a lot of B's, but it was just a good show, but nothing spectacular. It was a good show, but I wouldn't put it at A quite. I wouldn't quite put it at A, but it was still a great show. Lab Rats. See, this show was like, I could put on B too, but honestly, like, it's a little bit worse than the rest of there, and at the same time, like, there was a little bit of corny stuff. I don't know who the girl was in there either, but I remember having a crush on her too. I vividly remember having a crush on her. Liv and Maddie, this show, I respect what they were trying to do. I think, like, one character played both roles or something. It was something no good. It wasn't really good. I respect the effort. They were trying to do something different, but I didn't rock with the show. I didn't rock with it. But what I did rock with was Phineas and Ferb. That's probably the greatest cartoon that Disney Channel will ever create that I'm thinking about. Gravity Falls is right behind Phineas and Ferb, but Phineas and Ferb is on top, easily. I hated Shake It Up. I hated Shake It Up so much. And I everything was terrible about that show back in the day. If y'all want, leave in the comments. I'll make a video on one Shake It Up episode. But y'all gotta want it, man. I need to see comments down there. If y'all want me to or not necessarily roast, but I'll check out a Shake It Up episode. This is Sunny. Dude, now we're just going to all the bad shows. I hate Sunny with a Chance. That show was cringe as hell, even back in the day. And I mean, like, it was just not funny. It was just not funny. I like the big fella. That's it. I don't even remember his name. I just remember watching like 2 or 3 episodes, and I was just like, this just ain't it, man. And I hate Demi Lovato because she's too weird now. Like, I don't know what the hell Disney Channel did to her, but I don't know, man. That's So Raven. Man, it's a classic, man. I wouldn't quite put on S because I won't lie. Unlike a lot of these shows, I actually did see a That's So Raven episode kind of recently. It was still good. but it wasn't as good. So I'm kind of cheating for That's So Raven, but still, come on, man. We all love Raven. This show sucked. I mean, I'll throw a little bit of respect to it because I respect the voice actor. I forgot what his name is for the main character, but the show was just no good. It was just no good. And I heard people actually liked it. I guess it just ain't for me, but it just wasn't good to me, bro. Now, controversial take. I didn't like Wizards of Waverly Place, and again, I'm kind of doing it just because I know there's gonna be people crying about it in the comments if I put it on like C. But I mean, the show's okay. I liked I didn't really like Selena Gomez in the show. She wasn't that good. The two brothers were okay, but nothing spectacular. I like the parents. The parents were good. And I think, how come I remember Harper, but none of their other names? I remember Harper, the redhead girl. I remember her. She was actually pretty cool. I liked her. So just because of her, the parents, I'll put on B. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody is S. I mean, I'm putting Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and Sweet Life on Deck on the same page. Although they're two different shows, they're basically the same characters. And I liked both of them. So we'll leave it there. And last but not least, we end off with something kind of sad. Zeke and Luther was pretty mid. I mean, the thing about that was they were trying to make it like a boy show, and like, it was just a bad attempt. I respect what they were trying to do, but just because they're trying to do something different, don't mean that's an ass. Like for example, like Rick and Morty tried something different, and it worked. This tried something different, and it was just ass, bro. So. This is the tier list. If you comment a show in the comments, I'm going to tell you right now, I haven't watched it, or I just didn't know enough about it to actually talk about it. So, honestly, I might, maybe Good Luck Charlie and S, but the rest, this is pretty much how I remember the shows and how they went. So, hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope to see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.